So we are live at the final turn point in Peille, waiting for Chrigel Maurer, 5-time champion. Will it be a 6th time? And just in case the reception here isn't great, so if we cut out, come back again. We're trying everything we can to resolve it, but does suffer from poor cellular reception, and there's nothing that we can do about that. So we're doing what we can. Hopefully we will remain live as he comes in. So just going to give you a little tour around, show you. That is the signboard there that he has to sign, and he will be running up through there. And he has come through 1,138 kilometers, this course is, of the 2019 Red Bull X-Alps. But you know, if you look at his statistics, he's done almost double that. The distance that he has traveled to be here, 1,900, almost 2,000 kilometers. He's hiked over 400 kilometers. Over 400 to be here. He's flown something like 1,500 kilometers. And we're all waiting here. We're very excited. Although maybe wilting is the better word. Wilting, I mean, we're just dying in the heat. It's 35 degrees here. Oh, a little bit of a sea breeze. The wind is coming in off the south, about 15 kilometers an hour, not helping the other athletes who are coming behind, it has to be said. Maxime is still about 100 kilometers back. It's going to be touch and go whether even Paul Guschelbauer or Benoit Outers will be able to make goal. Let's see, because if you can look at the weather. So just got my assistant here as well, because it's the reception is so bad. I'm filming as well with the GoPro, making sure that we get this moment. Fans. So that is Harry Tauderer. He's the guy who climbed up. So Chrigel could have been here a little bit earlier, but they stopped in La Turbie, where there's a fountain, and he jumped in and to cool off. The word went out he needed ice cream, so they're all having ice cream, sitting in a cool tub of water, which is something we could all be doing here. As I mentioned, it's something like 35 and up to 36 degrees here across the racetrack. So spare a thought for some of the athletes. It's all going to be over very soon for Chrigel. But for Maxime Pinot, for Paul Guschelbauer, for Benoit, and all the other guys just pushing hard in the hills, it's just so grueling, it's so tough. You need to drink so much water. Oh, from keeling over. There it goes, so that's the race safety director, Jürgen. He's just gone off on the bike to try and find disaster. Secured his 6th consecutive Red Bull X-Alps victory. An extraordinary achievement. I mean, this year there were high hopes for the French, who've all done amazingly well, but no one can seem to keep close on the Maurer. Chrigel the Eagle. Except that this year the Chrigel has spent much more time hiking on 2 feet than he has in the air. If you haven't already, check Excellent. So if you just tuned in, we're waiting for Chrigel Maurer to sign the Turnpoint at Peille, which is the final Turnpoint of the 2019 Red Bull X-Alps, and he will secure his 6th consecutive victory. He started doing this race in 2009. Extraordinary. For 10 years he has dominated this race. And we're just waiting. You may be aware we are experiencing some problems with the upload, but that's nothing to do, it's out of our hands. This is the cell phone network and we have no control over that. So I'm going to try and stay still where I know there's a reception, and so that we can capture the moment that Chrigel comes through. What a day. It's 36 degrees up here. And we are all positively wilting in this sun. Absolutely loving your comments, guys. Keep them coming, keep them coming. Where is Chrigel? Where is he? Well, I think you find earlier he was sitting in a fountain. They all jumped into a fountain in La Turbie a few moments ago, so he might still be there. Cooling off. Word went out the team needed ice creams, so no particular hurry. Or maybe he's in the shade in the forest, trying to keep cool. It's so hot today. Chrigel, remember, pulled a night pass as well last night. He covered the last 50 kilometers, the vast majority of which on foot. So he's got to be hurting. He's got to be hurting. Someone else who will be hurting even more, though, is Maxime Pinot, who has pulled a night pass tonight. So he's pretty desperate for this ordeal, this odyssey to be over. His second place is almost guaranteed. He's just got to keep going, keep plodding on today through the night, and his second place, his podium place for a rookie, for Maxime Pinot, will be assured. Then it's anyone's guess. Will it be Paul Guschelbauer? Paul is another 60 or so kilometers behind Maxime, but he's got Benoit Hueters right on his heels. So could be a bit of a battle there between Benoit and Paul. Remember 2017, Benoit was second and Paul was third. So will the tables be turned this time around? Can hear some whistling going on. Is this the moment? Here he comes, I think. Give him a big cheer. Here he comes. There he is. Chrigel Maurer reaching the final turnpoint. Here he is. Yeah!
Hey Chrigel, sensationell, danke vielmals. Super Sache, ja, sehr gerne geschehen, super. Hey, Andy, danke auch vielmals. Ja. Hey, danke auch vielmals. Haben wir gut gemacht. Hast du da.
Super! Shower? Champagne shower. For you. I bring the flag. It's hot, just for shower.
Chrigel, tell us how the last 50 kilometres have been. How was that march here? That was terrible, this heat.
Yeah, finally it's very hot, but we had ice cream. We had a bath in the town there, and now I think it's coming. Huh? You ready? It was definitely more hard to walk, and the last 2 days was very nice weather but stable, and it was hard too. But my body works well, my team works well, and so I could race fast, still fast, and I'm very happy to come here.
Say
Fliegen war das nicht, Schatz, oder? Ist das so
Größen,
stabil oder ist das so zerblasen? Oder?
Stabil.
Stabil, oder?
Größen, Felsen, alles in der Sonne, alles super.
Alles voll angestrahlt und geht
Einsteigen.
nicht, oder? Und wenn dann nur so bockiges, kleines Zeug wahrscheinlich.
So Soren, ganz lokal, ganz kurz. 150 Meter da, dann wieder suchen, dann wieder 200 Meter da, dann wieder suchen. Ja, das war. Und die anderen haben jetzt auch ein bisschen Scheiß. Unglaublich. Super Wetter, heiß, aber.
Ja, aber es taugt nicht.
Und es bleibt auch heute noch so und morgen auch noch.
Ja.
Ja, dafür ist der Wind jetzt noch mehr geworden, das macht es auch nicht besser.
Ja, manchmal geht es zum Soren dann,
Ja.
aber zum konstant Strecke machen ist dann eben schwierig.
Jetzt ein paar Wolken und gescheite Thermik halt. Das ist ja gut.
Ja, dann ist es einfach.
Chrigel, what would you say
Yeah.
to the other athletes still fighting?
Yeah, I'm so sorry for them because it's not only nice weather, it's hot, and I was fighting there where Maxim is now, and yeah, it was not climbing. It was horrible. You know, when it's rainy or when it's windy, you know why. But in this weather, it looks flyable and isn't, and yeah, it's hard.
Psychologically, that must be really tough.
Yeah, I was motivated because it was.
Night paths last night. Did you end up hiking all the way through the night, or?
I wanted to hike in the night because it's more cool and less traffic on the road. But after we found the solution, quite early. But it was a very nice hike up this morning and the flight down, and it was more efficient than walking. And so we not used the night pass really, but it was a good option this morning.
Well, let me stop you. Thank you so much. Everyone's
Thank you
sending
too.
loads and loads of juju. I don't know if you can't see, but they got loads of parrots coming through.
That's so
So
nice.
nice one, yeah.
You did a good job. Thank you,
Thank you,
Tarkin, for
yeah.
this. And see you in 2 years. Huh?
Yeah. What an amazing, amazing athlete, and such a lovely guy as well. Even though he's just physically wrecked, he's always got a smile, he's always got time for a selfie or a chat to people. I mean, he still looks kind of fresh, you know, it doesn't, you know, he's worked, but it doesn't look destroyed at all. Energy still left in the tank. So, incredible athlete. His 6th victory is all but guaranteed. It's just the ceremonial, the symbolic flight now to Monaco, to the beach, and that's where his Red Bull X-Alps Odyssey will end. Down in the sea, there'll be a float about 300 meters off Rockabroom Beach, and that will happen at about 7 o'clock tonight. So stay tuned. Come back on at 7. We will be going live from the beach to watch him enjoy probably the best flight of all from this whole of the race, taking off from this stunning viewpoint of Peille down to the beach into the water. So we'll be recording that live and to watch that. So stay tuned and show some love to all the other competitors and athletes still out there battling these incredibly difficult hot conditions. Maxime Pinot is about 100 kilometers behind, and then again there's Paul Gouchobard, Benoit Outers, and a whole gaggle of guys all trying to come down these Alpes Maritimes all the way as far back as almost as far back as Davos, as Titlis, the Eiger, guys still on the Bernese Oberland. There's still a couple of days left, so keep tuning in, keep watching and following on live tracking. Thanks, and see you again soon.